What's going on, guys? This is Damien from The Lookout, and I'm here with a very special guest. This is Pedro from Brazil. So, Pedro,
Hey,
how are you doing?
hey guys, I'm doing very good. Thanks for having me here, Damien.
So, today we're going to discuss the metagame in Brazil, the state of competitive play. There's something very cool that they're doing, and we'll show you guys some decks, some statistics, and then we'll talk about an unfortunate issue of the country not getting enough official support. But let's start on a positive note. So, uh, Pedro, can you exchange a couple of words with us about your community and how big is your player base and stuff like that? Yeah, just introduce us to your community.
For sure. Hello guys, I'm Pedro. I'm from Brazil. We love to play DBS here. We have a growing community here, but we don't have a lot of people yet. We are talking about that in further. We have very good players, very passionate players, because we don't have the game here. So we try to build stuff and to play with stuff that is out of the meta. So we have some statistic here to show you, and you can see that here in Brazil we don't sleep. We play with whatever we can to try to be competitive and try to be fun, and of course to always make some good friends in the way.
Awesome, awesome. So, what you told me is that, and this is super cool, guys, because you unfortunately don't have official events, you run your own events, your own regionals, your own nationals, you have your own competitive circuit. So, tell us a bit more about this.
For sure. So we don't have official events here,
Mm-hmm.
like you said. So we're trying to make our own events to make to keep the guys playing and to gather new players. So we built a scheme with 7 store championships
Mm-hmm.
that is spread all over Brazil, and 7 regionals and 1 national. So the idea is the stores and the regionals are preparing for the national.
Mm-hmm.
So the store championships we call Dragon Raider. It's Bulma, the cover, and
Yeah,
she's like chasing the Dragon Balls.
that's
So we have
cool.
to chase in 7 different regions. The regionals, it's like the Dragon Balls. So
Mm-hmm.
you achieve Dragon Balls. It's the prize of the champion of each regional. It's a different Dragon Ball, and with boosters and playmats
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of stuff. And the national, it's a Shenlong trophy. So
Nice.
you pretty much gather all of the Dragon Balls and get the trophy. So the idea here is to make competitive events for the community, because we don't have support yet. So we try to build everything that we can and to
Mm-hmm.
do everything that we can to bring people to the game, to import cards with the help of the stores, the players, and to keep the guys playing. And so far, uh, it's good. The guys are enjoying. We are enjoying. So
So, how long have you been holding these events? Like, this
uh,
is like second, third
mhm.
year. Yeah.
So we already have
Mm-hmm.
two nationals.
Mm-hmm.
We play last year. We have a national here, organized by players as well. And the year after that, we have a national too. So
Mm-hmm.
it was the only events that we have in Brazil, besides regionals that we always do. But it was like 1 or 2 regionals. We don't have this structure, putting together store, regionals, and then national. But this structure of stores, national, and regionals, it was made this year. We
Mm-hmm.
started to do in February, I think, and we are in the middle of it. So
Mm-hmm.
we already played some, I think it's 3 or 4 regionals, and we're coming closer to the end. We have some stores too. So in this weekend, I don't know when this video is going live, but in this weekend, in day 29 of July, we have a store championship here in Belo Horizonte, that the city that I'm living in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna be very cool, and
Awesome.
we hope in the next year we can still organize some tournaments, but we don't need to do this in the only official way, because we hope to get some regionals or some distribution here to help this stuff.
It's always awesome to see passionate communities running their own events. Like, I think that I want to believe that this is something that Bandai would want to know and want to see, because if anything, nothing speaks louder about your passion and commitment to the game than your own community holding the events. So let's talk a bit, because you have shown me some statistics, but
Mhm.
before we even dive into them, let me just ask you, what are, according to you, what would be the best performing leaders at the moment in your region?
So I think Gohan is pretty much the
Mm-hmm.
beast. I was checking some statistics. I think it was yesterday, about all over the board,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it's the most predominant leader that we ever have in every BT, in every state of the game. Here in Brazil, we don't see a lot of Gohan yet
Mm-hmm.
because of the distribution. So we have to wait like 1 month to get cards, the new BTs. So we have some Gohans here, but the only one that I have registered in our tournaments, it was like one Gohan. It was in our monthly tournament,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't perform very well. The guy was
Cool.
able to counter him, so it was fun. Here in Brazil, we have a lot of leaders that are performing. We have I don't think it's an unusual stuff, but I
Mm-hmm.
think it's a particular stuff that we have here because we don't have a lot of cards. So when what you have here a lot is players that like the players like a lot of a leader, and he only plays with that leader.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a guy here that he plays Golden Frieza since BT1, and he hasn't changed it yet.
Cool.
And he
True
was
dedication.
still changing the deck and performing and building. So he knows pretty much every move of the deck. So we have like specialists in their own decks or their own weird decks. Let's put it this way. So we have a lot of that here because of the lack of product. So
Mm-hmm.
people are trying to get creative. I think in the statistics that I send you, the leader that has the most win rate is Videl. It's unbelievable, but I think it's the leader with the most win rate. I play Videl like in 3 or 4 different tournaments. Uh, I think we can check the stats, but I think it
Mm-hmm.
was 17 victories and only 2 defeats.
Mm-hmm.
I
Uh,
think it was that, but
we'll check the
make no
stats. Yeah.
mistakes. I only win one turn. The other ones it was just cut, and I lost everything.
Uh, Let me just ask, now that you were mentioning, it just came to my mind when you were mentioning the product availability and players specializing in decks and how you need to wait sometimes because of distribution issues. Because I know that you don't
Mhm.
have official events, so I assume that the state with promotional cards, champ cards, tournament packs, there's usually not. I assume that there's not a lot of those in your region, unless you guys or do your players still keen? Are they still keen on ordering like singles from TCG player or something?
Yeah, we here in Brazil as players,
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to bought everything that we can,
Mm-hmm.
and we make some purchase that we can combine as a group.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the stores help a lot to do that, and we have a great player here that his name is Fernando. So I have to say a huge thank to him, because he travels like 3 times in a year to bought everything that people need in Europe, in US. So if you need anything, he can buy for you. And he was pretty much traveling when the BT is out. So BT21 is out. He was at Canada and he bought all of the stuff that we need. Promos, it's a little bit difficult because in the United States it's very expensive. So for us, it's easier to buy in card market. It's way cheaper, and we have pretty much. I think we don't have. There isn't a card that we don't have here. People used to buy the cards that they want to. The only problem here is time. So when your guys are playing with when the BT is released, we have to wait like a month to play with the same thing.
Gotcha. So guys, we have some statistics here that we're gonna look over. So let me just pull them up. 1 second. Okay guys, we have some statistics for you here. We're gonna start with some older events so that you can see how the meta has developed over time at these awesome events. So just to briefly go through the explanation, we have the leader. We're looking at the orange, the red one. So we have the leader, color, wins, loses, and the thing that's desperately missing from other statistics, the thing that I love so much, we have win rate. We have win rate statistics. So I can see that this one has Gogeta in it. So this was pre-bans. When was this event? What was the event?
This event was a monthly event. It was it was in February, I think. Yes, it was in February.
Yeah, but this is just looking at this. There are some crazy things. Of course, Gogeta won, but like second place, Green King Piccolo.
Yeah, actually, the first one, it's Goku GT. It's the spaceship one.
Oh,
it's not Gogeta.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so Goku GT first place.
Yes.
See, guys, there are regions in the world where Goku GT wins. Come on. Like, this is so cool to see. This is really awesome. And then, like, second place King Piccolo, green one. That's...
Yes.
Yeah. And then, like, we have... we'll just go over top 8, and then we'll jump to other ones. We have, like, Trunks, Bulma, and then Turles. Okay.
I told you it was a strange meta here.
Yeah. Cell Ultimate and then the boss. Yeah. 7th place. And then the 8th one, that's SS4 Bardock, the anniversary deck one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Bardock Rainbow. Okay. Yeah, so this is the oldest event that we have. Let's move a bit forward in time to check the other ones. Then, after this, we have a regional.
Yes.
We have a regional here.
This was a regional that take place in São Paulo in the month of March.
Okay. So, what do you guys have here? Like Apeku? First place Apeku, that's nice. Trunks Gita? And then like Cooler, Golden Frieza, Beerus, Blue Beerus, okay. And this is... Oh, now it's Gogeta, okay. So Gogeta 6th place, Mask, Saiyan, and Janemba. Peter, look, Janemba, your favorite. Like, this is awesome. Oh, yeah, you were right. Like, these breakdowns, I know they're not very big events, but these breakdowns are awesome. Because, as we move through various regions, even at smaller events, we sometimes see, like top 8, a bunch of I don't know, like Gohans, Gojitas and stuff
Same
like that.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so refreshing. Like, to me, this is peak Dragon Ball. Just to see like different decks one after the other. Mhm.
A cool thing here that people likes to play with the stuff that they want to play. They
Mhm.
don't actually have to play with the thing that is just released. So people
Mhm.
like to play with weird stuff. I think it's pretty much Brazil.
Mhm. Awesome, awesome. Then we have another regional event. This
Oh yeah,
was yeah. So
this
what
was
was
in
this
March
one?
as well, but
Mhm.
it was taking place here in Belo Horizonte, the
Mhm.
city that I live.
Man, like Green is performing well here. Like
Yeah.
Vidal, first place Vidal. Wow. Is that the deck list that you sent me? We're gonna have a look at.
Yeah. It's the deck that I sent you with some modifications.
Mm-hmm.
We are adapting. I adapted the like the meta asked
Mm-hmm.
for, but in general, it's pretty much the same deck.
Awesome, awesome. Turtle School, 7 cool, Beerus, and like Gogeta in the 5th place, and then Crimson in the 6th place, Magenta and Rainbow Bardock. Like they're, it's so cool, and it's also cool because yeah, you have the decks that are like super oppressive ones. You know, like Gogeta, Crimson. I see Gamma here as well, all as one
Mm-hmm.
off. But it's cool to see that like even with these super oppressive decks existing, your players are performing exceptionally well against them. Like you have, you know, if I showed up at an event with like Gogeta and Gamma there, I would, you know, assume that like okay, there are Gogeta and Gamma here. They're going to definitely like they're gonna top like because like it's Gogeta, you know, and Gamma, but it's so cool to see that your community has been building around these decks so well. Like there are like 4 decks in the top 4 which are above like the boogeyman of the format, and 2
Yeah,
of them are
that's true.
green.
People try to
Mm-hmm.
come up with stuff to play against the big bosses.
Mm-hmm.
So to be honest, in this event, the champion, if I'm not mistaken, was Crimson.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Okay.
he plays against Gogeta in the finals. But this one, I think it was the Swiss.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Swiss one. But Crimson wants this one. I have to check it out, but I almost sure of it.
Okay.
But still, we have a very different thing here, and it was fun.
Nice. We still have a few more. We have one where Pan performed very well.
Oh
So
yeah, this
yeah.
one Pam was actually the champion.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
nice. So Pan, Goku starter. We have Videl again, and like yeah,
yeah.
yeah. There is a lot. Like even Black Sin Shenron. Like it's you're right. Like you told me when we talked before, this is all like Damien. Like our metagame is crazy, and it's so cool.
I told you. You can see there's Goku Kaioken there.
Yeah, this guy
He
okay.
didn't perform well, but he's there.
He's there. He's there definitely. Yeah, respect for bringing the deck. You know. So
Yes, that's it.
awesome, awesome. Um, then what's the? This is the May. This is something in May, right? The next one.
Yeah, in May we
Mhm.
have a monthly event.
Mhm.
This one I was able to play with Tenchin Han,
Oh,
and I
nice.
got to win this one. It was fun.
Nice, nice. So that's cool. That's cool, Tenshin Han. Yeah, we have some very dedicated Tenshin Han players here. I know one of my mates plays Tenshin Han Hirudegarn engine, and he plays like
Oh,
just
nice.
that, like all the time. Yeah, but it's super cool to see. So yeah, this one was in May. Then we
Yes.
have one in June.
Okay. This
Yeah.
in June was a monthly event as
Mm-hmm.
well, and we have Majin Vegeta as the winner. And in the second place, we have Broly BT19. That's the one that I sent you
Okay.
because we're ending up with the same, pretty much the same results. The difference was in the direct confrontation, I think, and he was able to win. But this Broly deck, it's very interesting. It's very fun to play with.
Nice, nice. It's pretty cool to see extra Broly performing well. And then we have Widell. What is this next one? So this is also in June. Yeah.
Yeah, June, and we have another one in July that was a monthly event as well. This one video went 5-0, I think.
And then
It was
like
performing good.
Nice, awesome results, man. Like Widell is killing it. Wow. And then lastly, guys, we have a bunch of like general statistics here. Yes.
And the latest one, we can see the leaders and how's the win rate of the leaders in general in all of the championships that we have here.
Yep, we can see this here, guys, and we can see the highest performing leader in the region is Widell. Like Widell, and then Tien Han, Pen Starter, Majin Vegeta, SS3 Goku, Turles, like and only then Gohan BT21 and Trunks Vegeta, and then Gamma and Bardock Rainbow, and so on we go. Awesome.
The cool thing in this sheet right here, it's because we put the leaders with the win rate. So Vidal's here in first because she has a win rate, but we have Android 21 and he only wins 5 and lost 1. But the win rate of the leader was very good, and we combine everything to see how good the leader performing, no matter if he plays only 3 matches or 20 or whatever.
And now, guys, thank you for sharing these statistics with us. Now we're gonna take a look at 2 of these decks. 1 second. And here we have the Widell, the dangerous Widell. Yeah, 6-0 Swiss Tour Championship. Yeah. So this is your deck, right?
Yeah. This is my deck. I changed this deck like when the matchup changes. I changed the last tournament that I played with her. The Vegetas weren't banned yet, so I play with the Gogeta Super Combo and Vegetas. And for this deck, it's unbelievable good because you're not gonna play pretty much any Z decks. And the energy here, you have one energy can do a lot of stuff. You can play the Great Saiyaman. You can play the Nimbus Master. The thing that I really like about this deck is the Defender of Justice that I put that I don't see a lot of people using, because when you have a meta with a lot of yellow players, you can use him to defend against Swift Cooler, because his skills can't be negated. So it's a good thing, and if your opponent has a token, you can remove it.
Nice.
Pretty much straightforward. Don't have a lot of different things here.
And and the other deck that you sent me is Hand Destruction Extra Broly deck.
Oh yes, this is great. I don't see a lot of people using Broly with hand destruction, and to be honest, I don't understand why. Because you're always gonna be in an advantage of cards because your cards are protected, so you can remove cards like forever. We don't use a lot of the Z leader on this deck.
Yeah.
So we only use 2 Wish in the end of the battle because you're not so concerned to use that. You're pretty much going to use and wipe it off the hand of your opponent. So you have a lot of stuff to do that. We have 4 Ribrians, we have 3 Cell Kamehamehas, we have Chusamatsu because he can play in the top of the Goku Kaioukens or Broly. That it's cost 5 as well, so it's a good call. 3 Paragos, 4 Android 18, Home Cytoclones, 1 Toa, and Cell Max. We have a great play on this deck that is Out of Control Power. Out of Control Power, it's an extra card. If your opponent have 3 or more battle cards, you can choose a leader or a battle card and kill them. Kill the battle card and with energy the all battle cards of your opponents.
Nice.
Why this thing is cool? Because you can kill Cellmax in an attack. You wipe the floor. You pretty much clean the whole
board.
The whole board of your opponent, and you still get 1 damage because Cell is leaving the battle area.
Yeah, that's an awesome combo. That's really an awesome combo.
And works very well.
So, guys, the final point of discussion that we have here for you today is the situation with the lack of support. So, like you told me, like you have seen from everything that we have presented so far, there is a healthy, growing community here, but you don't get product, you don't get official tournaments, and you don't get any sort of support, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I believe from what we have seen here is this is something that really, in my opinion, like Bandai, if you're listening to this, I'm not sure, but if you are, in any case, let's just say it here. Like, guys, I think that what we have seen here is a real proof of a passionate community which really loves this product, which really loves this game. And I think nothing says it more than when you have your own events. You know, like you go out of your way to import cards, to get cards, to have your own events. But I think that you can speak on this topic more than I can, better than I can, I believe so. So the floor is yours on this topic.
Thanks. Yeah, we don't have a lot of support. We don't have an actual organized play here in Brazil, and we don't have distribution. We used to have distribution, I think it was until BT 1 to 4, if I'm not mistaken. And after that, it was all in the hands of the players. And we're trying to grow the community as we can. We're trying to import everything. We have a promise that a company was taking the distribution again this year, but we don't have a date, and we don't know when will happen. So we're trying to do our thing as good as we can. We have a lot of different tournaments. The stores are helping a lot. The guys bought singles from outside just to help the players. We have players that help a lot, like I told you about Fernando, that travels a lot to buy stuff from players to keep us playing competitive. I think that's the most important thing. The players here are very competitive about everything, and we're trying to play competitive as we can. If we have access to everything, I think it's going to be a lot of easier to have people here, to have more people playing, to have more people playing online events, and I think that's it. If this video can throw a light some our community, I think it's already good, and I think that's it.
Yeah. So there you go, guys. Like, if anyone watching this can help, can try get in contact with us, we will connect you with Pedro. And yeah, guys, like, I think this community really deserves official support. So hopefully this will help show some spotlight your community a bit. Before we leave, do you have any shoutouts?
Yeah, no, of course. I'm very confident and I'm very happy just to be here and to talk about the game that we all love. And if this helped in any way, it's all good for me.
Okay, guys. So this has been my dear guest Pedro, all the way from Brazil, introducing you guys to their community and meta and everything, and talking about the situation. Hopefully this helps, and this has been Damien from The Lookout, and I'll see all of you in the next video.